I am live. And hopefully we won't have no technical difficulties because this is a good game and yeah. And we got a 72-65 game with 9:52 left in the fourth quarter. And so what I've seen in this game, this is a weird game, first of all. A lot of a lot of fouls, a lot of missed shots, good some good tactical things, some bad tactical things. Like I love that the 76ers came out and put right away they put Simmons on Kawhi Leonard. I thought that was well needed. They also they kind of when they went to their bench lineups, they will put Tobias Harris on Gasol and put Greg Monroe or Danny Green and just switch everything. And crazy enough, Greg Monroe is actually held together. Um, they still really don't have an answer for Kawhi Leonard, even though Ben Simmons has been better on him. He still can get whatever shot he wants. It's just he isn't going crazy. He doesn't have to. He got a little bit of lift on him compared to just Jimmy Butler, where he got the lift and strength advantage against Ben Simmons is pretty equal size wise. Yeah, Embiid. I haven't been impressed with Embiid this whole this little run. He's been shooting a lot of bad shots. Um, I just haven't seen him getting the actual rhythm at all, and I need him to play a little bit better. I need him to play a lot better than what he has been, just to keep this a competitive series. Because he's the key, like he's their superstar, so he has to play like this. Mm, just share this tweet. Okay, so we back. I mean, of course, it's Kawhi Leonard. Like, I don't understand what people thought. Like, he was hurt, and that was the reason why he couldn't like perform last year. But he's a star. He's been a star, and he's a go-to scorer. And he's punch progress. And being at the top of the key, I got 9:39 left. So if y'all screaming, y'all can sink it. Jimmy Butler passed to Redick, who gets the layup right past Siakam. He got fouled too, but now you got Siakam coming back. Van Fleet with Ben Simmons on him. Ibaka gets the duck in, but he misses the turnaround against Tobias Harris. You got it. Those are the shots that you have to get. Got a nice duck in. He actually took a dribble and backed him down one step. Butler in the post against Lowry. This is a very small lineup they got on the floor for the Raptors. Comes the double from Ibaka out to Embiid. Embiid on a drive, but he gets stripped. I don't know why he go. He always goes for the foul on that. Lowry in the corner for three, and he misses. And Jimmy Butler gets the rebound. He's on the run, but he's going to look to slow it up a little bit. Pass to Simmons, and Simmons gets the layup in transition. Go ahead and run the floor, Ben Simmons. Good pass from Jimmy Butler. And the Raptors are going to get a timeout. So we got a 76-65 game with 8:37 left. Couple good defensive possessions from the 76ers. They've been good all game defensively. Uh, and Siakam, I know he shot very well in that first game, but he hasn't been able to like recreate that this game as much. He's got his buckets, but not that hot shooting that he had last game. And that was a very weird lineup for for the Raptors. Like they had Van Fleet, Lowry, Powell, Ibaka, and Leonard. It's just a weird lineup. I know they were probably trying to steal some minutes with that lineup and just get them fresh and get them to their starting lineup back. But that lineup is too small, especially when the Sixers have their starting lineup out there. Just way too small. And tonight has been the 76ers bench that's actually got them like the lead and everything. It's been a lot of Greg Monroe. He has 10 points on 4-7 shooting and plays decent defense today. Um, and Ennis James Ennis has 13 points off the bench. So they got Bolden has a three. Has made a 3-pointer off the bench. They have 26 points off their bench, and that's supposed to be the Raptors like where they actually like win games at, and they have 5 points off the bench. So it's not the starting lineup for the 76ers that's actually winning the game, and that's a surprise. You couldn't tell me this before the games before the series started that the 76ers could possibly win a game with their bench. Yeah, some good minutes, and they shortened the rotation. Like Boban has only played like 1 minute this game. No Furkan Korkmaz like last game. Uh, And hopefully they're trying to just buy these games until they can possibly get Mike Scott back on the court. I know they're hoping they can get him back on the court for their home games. Yeah, Siakam is 6 for 19. Lowry's 4 for 13. Gasol's 1 of 6. Ibaka's 1 of 5. Like those are just you can't have that. Van Fleet is a minus 21 in this game. 0 for 2 from the field. Like they're not creating any offense off their bench. And Ibaka he just makes dumb mistakes with guarding Embiid. He reaches in or jumps, bites on pump fakes, and gets drove by, has to foul. Like it's just weird. Well, it's interesting. I want to see if we actually see Ibaka come back for this last stretch. A really good pass from Butler to Simmons on the break. Kenny got Lowry, gets the screen for Danny Green. Green gets it to Gasol, then goes a little pitch screen. Gasol misses Van Fleet going to the hole. Now you got Kawhi just out with a screen from Gasol, does a little spin move, pop the three, no good. Harris with the rebound, and he's going to get the Simmons. Simmons going to walk it up. Got Butler in the corner, little triangle set. Butler comes off the screen, then doesn't like try to go backdoor. Simmons screens for Reddick. Reddick open three, no good. Simmons gets a back tap, but Embiid is too slow to get there. But he was in bad position to get that anyway. But it was a good tip out by Simmons. You're going to see Amir Johnson is going to see some time. This is like a big wow. Amir Johnson and James Ennis set to check in. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. So Lowry gets it to Kawhi in the post. And yeah, that's just you. they can't go back to that matchup. Like it's not a good matchup. Butler and Kawhi Leonard is not a good matchup. Kawhi Leonard can feast off that. It's like no reason. He just don't have the Butler is a willing and good defender, but he's like much smaller. Okay, they get it back to it's Simmons back on Kawhi Leonard. Lowry, they get a switch. Lowry and Simmons. Lowry gets it back. He goes around the Gasol screen and shoots the little floater, but it is good. Nice play to get the switch on to Amir Johnson. I don't understand why Amir Johnson is playing in this game. Amir Johnson sets the screen. Like if I'm the Raptors, I wouldn't even guard him. Like why even guard him? He gets the ball into Butler, and they just double off of him, like as they should. With Butler with a nice move and draws the foul. It's kind of weird though, because he had well, it's kind of different because he had a layup there almost, or like a little floater from like 5 feet, but instead he chose to draw the foul. So he's at the line shooting two. We got a 76-67 game with 7:14 left, and he hits the first one. So 77-67, like a throwback Eastern Conference game. It's always funny to me that these Eastern Conference games be so low scoring, and the Spurs game. And Butler hits the second. So we got a 78-67 game with 7:14 left. Okay, Lowry at the top. Kawhi Leonard trying to get free. Amir Johnson with good help. Ben Simmons 1-on-1. He gets past him, gets the layup and one. That was a great move. I don't understand. I don't know how he got. He slithered through. I thought he was on the baseline, but he wasn't. He was able to snake his way back in and get the layup. I didn't see the contact though. Definitely don't see the foul, especially in a play Eastern Conference playoff game. But Jimmy Butler with a pull up and he airballed it. And Lowry just pushes Ben Simmons to the floor. A foul call that he would get. Leonard with a crossover into the lane, passes out the Green for a quarter three. No good. Butler gets the rebound and he's on the break. Crosses over on Siakam into the lane and gets the and one. Big game for Jimmy Butler. Shooting a lot of shots, but making them count. Kawhi Leonard gets Simmons. He gets the screen. Simmons fights through the screen. He pulls up from three. No good. Butler gets it. He's walking it up the court. I think they should go to a Butler Simmons pick and roll. They use the Butler Johnson pick and roll. Butler gets it to Tobias Harris. Now he got the matchup against Lowry. Shoots over him, and that's good. Good move. Way to be patient. Got the mismatch and was patient in the lane with it. Kawhi Leonard is going to set a screen for Lowry, and then he's going to set a screen for Danny Green. But he doesn't get the ball, so Danny Green has it at the top, gets it to Lowry. Lowry throws a terrible pass into the post and almost got it stolen by Amir Johnson. This is so. I guess this works. They haven't lost the lead with Amir Johnson in the game, so I guess these spot minutes are working. Kawhi Leonard to take the ball off from the side. Uh, my bad, everybody. Damn, TV froze up. All right, so I got an 8-3-73 game. My bad, everybody. I missed the possession on this. I'll go back and try to rewind and see what happened. Jimmy Butler at the top of the key with it. Danny Green swipes. And B back in the game against Gasol in the post. Tries to spin move, but loses the ball. Kawhi Leonard's there. He gets it to Siakam. Siakam gets the ball to Lowry on the corner. Lowry tries to snake underneath the rim and throws out a pass to Kawhi. They leave Siakam, and Siakam gets into the lane and makes the layup. They got a 83-75 game. So it looks like they got two quick buckets as soon as it beat out of the game. He's not moving well in this game. He's not playing bad, but he's just not moving with that same vigor and like intensity that he is usually on the defensive end. Definitely interested in seeing the end of this, seeing how this plays out. Can the Raptors come back? They're down 8 with about 4:15 left. Can they do it? And a key thing to look at is Simmons is a bad free throw shooter. So anytime he gets the ball going toward the rim, I would think that the strategy would be to foul him and put him on the line. So I got Simmons with the ball, gets it to Reddick. Reddick gets it back to Embiid. Jimmy Butler comes around Embiid screen, takes a dribble, pull up jumpers, no good. Siakam gets the rebound. Pascal gets stripped by Simmons, and he fouls Jimmy Butler. It's a good strip by Simmons. Excuse me. Just straight took it from him. Simmons with it at the top of the key, gets it to Reddick. Reddick with the open three, no good. Lowry wide open three, misses it. Danny Green with a good tip out. Siakam with it. Back to Siakam. Siakam against Embiid, and he goes right at him, and he gets a foul on the offensive rebound. He probably should have got the foul on the and that foul is they don't he's not gonna go to the free throw line. I thought that was a tip in. Simmons with good defense on Kawhi Leonard initially, but he gets into the lane and he makes the and one. Why reach in there? Why reach in there? Initially, good defense. I didn't see a foul on that, but even if it wasn't when you reach in there like that, you give them a choice to call that foul. Leonard with 34. Butler winning at the top of the key, gets the screen for Embiid. Embiid sent that 3-point line wide open. He's going to take a three, and he's going to miss, of course. It's a terrible shot. If I was the Sixers, I would think about taking Embiid out of this game for the rest of the game. Look, right at Embiid, that was a good defensive play. Jimmy Butler, when it was like a semi break, gets it into the hole, and a great layup. Jimmy Butler. Why is the crowd with a great layup over Siakam? Kawhi Leonard gets it at the top of the key again. Little rip through move, gets it to Siakam, wide open three. And that's good. And B, you can't help off that one pass away. That's not your help. Simmons with it at the top of the key. It's a 4-point game, 85-81 with 2:28 left. Simmons gets it to Redick. Redick gets it into Embiid. Embiid takes a couple dribbles. Double team is there. Out to Butler, wide open three, and he makes it. What a three for Butler. Butler, one of his best playoff games since 2016, 15. Big game for Butler. Big game for Butler. And a great pass for Embiid. There was no need for us. See, if that's part coach and part player though. Because if you're a player, you should be taught. You got to be taught not to help that one pass away. Like it's just an easy read. Of course, it was a travel, but they never going to call that because they're going to call if they're going to call the travel, they're going to call that foul there. You're not going to call the you're not going to call a foul there, so you're not going to call a travel there. Okay, so we got Kawhi bringing it up with gets into the lane, throws it out to Siakam, who makes like a euro, throws it to Lowry wide open, and he finally makes a big shot. 84-88 game. Raps will not go away. Simmons brings it up against Siakam, the crossover, gets it to Redick. Redick with a getting pressured by Lowry. Jimmy Butler with the gets stripped by Gasol and they call the foul. Oh, we got to see that closer. Got to see that closer. Yep, that's a foul. He got all over. He might have got he got ball and or again though. You're not getting that. Why swipe there? That's a low. That's a. All you gotta do is contest. That's a decent shot, but not a good shot for Butler. And he makes both free throws. So we got a 90-84 game with a minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Kawhi with it, letting it roll up the court so he can save time. Gets the screen, rejects the screen, gets the pass out to Lowry, and that's good. And why the 76ers just over helping this. There's no need to overhelp that. Kawhi is making a great play every time. Butler, Butler gets it to Harris, Harris to Simmons, who gets it tapped out. It was a pass that had there was no way that was gonna be a good pass. And B just knocks the ball out of bounds instead of trying to catch it. Yeah, that was he could have caught the ball and he tried. So we got Kawhi with a side out. Gets it to Kawhi. Simmons against Kawhi. The Sixers need to stop overhelping. Again, another overhelp, and that's a wide open three. And he missed it though. But they get the offensive rebound. Siakam gets the rebound. Again, they're killing it. They're allowed to get the switch. Siakam into Embiid. Gets the offensive rebound and makes the layup. See, I just don't understand why. I know that's your star player and everything, but you gotta get Embiid out of there. Butler gets Gasol, little step back, gets it to Embiid. Embiid with another drive, a spin move, up and under, he makes the layup. Great footwork right there. Great footwork. Gasol gets it to Green. Green with it at the top. Gets it over to Lowry. Lowry loses the ball, falls on it. Kawhi gets it to Green for an open look, and he missed it. Oh, Gasol with a big rebound, but Tobias Harris takes it away from Kawhi Leonard and gets fouled. Wow, the 76ers almost blew that. Gasol was definitely fouled under the basket, but still got the rebound. They kind of got it to Kawhi. They got an open look after all of this scramble. I don't know why it is dove on the ground for the ball. Green gets the wide open look. Gasol gets a rebound over two players. I I really wanted Kawhi Leonard to shoot that shot though. I know he could have just did the pump fake and shot it. What's up, Chris Ryder? My bad, I ain't see you. This game crazy at the end. And Tobias makes the first free throw. So that should good. That should be it. 93-89 with 3.8 seconds left. That should be everything right there. And Tobias hits the second one. So 94-89 again. Can't believe Lowry really lost the ball. And Leonard gonna get missed the last shot, and that's the game. We got a series, fellas. 1-1. 76ers win 94-89 in a close game. Lowry kind of blew it at the end, but he shouldn't have had the ball in his hands to even blow it. And Danny Green misses wide open shots down the stretch. Lowry trips and falls, but they should have had Kawhi Leonard bringing the ball up the court. Like in these situations, you don't even want Lowry touching the ball unless he's shooting, because you don't want him to have any time to think. He's just like that type of player, man. When he has to think, he just doesn't play well. Yeah, Jimmy Butler had one of his best playoff games of his career tonight. It was a big game. He needed that game because you don't want to go in this. You don't want to go into that. Going home down 2-0, be 0-2, and you going back to Philly, and you need to get both those games. Because if you don't, if the series is over with. Real good game though. Sixers made it a lot harder than it had to be for sure though. Jesus, the Sixers out there playing like they want to play in these close games at the end. Yep, starters played good. The bench was terrible. Fred VanVleet got way too much run. Way too much run. And it's crazy because you'll still have people that's going to take up for him. Even after shit like that, play terrible. Well, play terrible down, make two threes wide open. But when it's time for him to have the ball in his hand and do anything with some pressure, he can't make the shots. Because, of course, yeah, if B ever see, this is the thing. I don't think if B realizes this, or I don't think the Philly staff realizes this. This nigga knees would be so much better if he lost about 20 pounds off of him. That's what's putting so much pressure on the knees. If he lost a good 20 pounds, just lost 20 pounds, like his strength would still be the same. And he'll be able to really like play like these long stretches in games and have the endurance to play. And his knees and feet wouldn't have so much of pressure on him. It's a good game, though. That's playoff basketball right there. And I guess I'm gonna bow out. I might come back and do the end of this Denver and Portland Trailblazer game, like the second half, but I'm not sure. So I'm bowing out for now.